Welcome back to Scott Tech for You, where we make sense of the tech landscape. Today, we're tackling a question with a seemingly obvious answer, but with fascinating depth behind it. Why does Android win? We're not just talking market share percentages, we're diving into the philosophy, the business model, and the strategic choices that have made Android the operating system for the planet. Stick around to understand how Google pulled it off. In the palm of our hands, we hold a universe. A portal to all human knowledge, a window to another person, a tool for creation. It is the most personal piece of technology ever invented. And for over 70% of the world, it speaks one language, Android. But this wasn't an inevitable victory. This was a revolution, a messy, chaotic, and brilliantly democratic revolution. This is the story of the open door versus the walled garden. This is the story of why Android wins. In 2003, long before smartphone was a household word, a visionary engineer named Andy Rubin started a company called Android. His dream? To create an open and free operating system for mobile devices. Google saw the potential and acquired the company in 2005. But the project was secret, overshadowed. Then, in 2007, a bomb dropped. Apple's iPhone redefined the phone. It was beautiful, intuitive, and closed. Google saw a fork in the road. The first Android phone wasn't elegant. It wasn't trying to be. It was a proof of concept. It whispered a promise. This is just the beginning. That promise was the Open Handset Alliance, a coalition of tech giants, all rallying behind this open-source operating system. The battle lines were drawn. Android's strategy wasn't to beat Apple alone. It was to outnumber it. By making Android open source, Google invited the entire world to innovate. Samsung could push the boundaries of hardware with massive screens and styluses. Huawei could pour resources into groundbreaking camera systems. Xiaomi could master the art of affordability. Curved edge displays, night mode photography, 120 Hz refresh rates, foldable glass, these weren't invented by Google. They were invented by manufacturers fighting for your attention within the Android ecosystem. This ferocious competition became the engine of mobile innovation for the entire industry. But perhaps Android's most profound victory wasn't in the flagship showrooms, but here, in the markets of Mumbai, Nairobi, and Jakarta. For much of the world, a $1,000 iPhone is an impossible luxury. But a $100 Android phone? That is a lifeline. Android became the de facto operating system of the developing world. It bridged the digital divide not by trickling down, but by meeting people where they were with the devices they could afford. This global footprint, this sheer scale, is a moat that no competitor can cross. While consistency has its virtues, Android bet on a different idea: personal expression. The ability to sideload apps, to set default services, to truly make the device your own. This freedom created a cult of passionate, devoted users who aren't just consumers. They're creators and curators. Android's victory is no longer confined to the smartphone. Its open-source heart has allowed it to beat in the chest of countless other devices. It is the OS for your watch, your car, your TV, your smart home. It's the connective tissue of the modern digital life. The next chapter is being written now, not in code, but in intelligence. Android is becoming the platform for ambient computing, where AI anticipates your needs. It's the platform for new form factors like foldables that challenge the very definition of a phone. The core principles remain: openness, choice, and accessibility. As we move into a world of AI and spatial computing, the platform that invites the entire world to build, tinker, and adapt will always have a powerful advantage. The bazaar will always be more resilient and inventive than the cathedral. So why does Android win? It wins because it is a philosophy, a belief that technology should serve all of humanity in all its beautiful, chaotic diversity. It wins not by saying this is the way, but by asking what if. It is the engine of global connection, the catalyst for innovation, and the canvas for personal expression. From a single spark of an idea to the world's platform, it wins because we all do. So, it's a victory built on openness, accessibility, and adaptation. A fascinating case study in platform strategy. I'm curious to hear your perspective. Do you value the choice Android offers? Or do you prefer a more curated experience? The conversation starts in the comments. If this kind of deep dive is valuable to you, please support the channel by subscribing. Truly helps. Thanks for your time, and until next time, keep thinking tech.